It's Tuesday, October 27th, and you're watching The Great Lost Rewatch. Today we're watching the Season 1 episode, Raised by Another. This is a Claire-centric episode. We learn a lot in her flashbacks. There's a lot of small detail things that you pick up on second viewing, I find. Things that I didn't even think about until somebody else mentioned them to me. Right now I want to kind of talk about what happened on the island. Well, first it starts out opening up on Claire's dream. Claire is having this dream. She wakes up. She's not pregnant anymore. She hears a baby crying out in the jungle. She walks upon, she finds Locke using a deck of cards, kind of like tarot cards, and he looks up at her, and she's got one black eye and he's got one black eye and one white eye, and he says, "You gave him away, everyone pays the price." Also is the Oceanic Mobile, which doesn't come back again until, I think the Season 2 episode, Maternity Leave. And then the last part was the icky blood in her palms. She digs up the blood in the crib, and then it's on her palms, and then she wakes up and she's actually dug her fingernails into her palms so much that she's bleeding. The next thing is that Hurley decides to do a census. He finds out that super creepy Ethan is not a crash survivor. When I saw this for the first time, I thought, oh my god, that's so scary. Nice sunglasses, Sawyer. Oh, I love when Charlie does the 1 sugar plum fairy, 2 sugar plum fairy. I can't even say it slow. How the heck did he do it? So let's talk about the flashback for a little bit. Claire finds out she's pregnant and walking around her boyfriend Tom's, the father's apartment. And did you notice the artwork in the background? Here's the artwork in his apartment. Here's the mural in the hatch. And here's a piece of artwork in Charles Widmore's office. Do you notice a similarity to the theme, the type of art that it is? I surely do. Is that just because it's Jack Bender's artwork? Or is it supposed to be something? I mean, at this point, if they haven't connected the dots, they probably won't. When Claire and her friend go to see Richard Malcolm for the first time to get their palms read, there's a small continuity error that you don't notice that doesn't come into play until the Season 3 episode Party Beyond, when we get another Claire flashback to off the island, where we find out that her mom's in a coma. All of that is supposed to take place before Claire gets pregnant. Obviously, she's supposed to be a rebellious teenager in Party Beyond, and her mom's in a coma. So when her friend says, "We haven't told her mom yet, we're afraid she might ... Her mom's in a coma. Her mom's not going to do anything. She's been in a coma for a long time. So Richard Malcolm makes a point of saying that the baby cannot be raised by anybody but Claire. So what about Kate essentially raising Aaron from ages 6 months to 4 years old? Claire doesn't raise Aaron, essentially. The other thing I wanted to know was, is it raised by another, or was it raised by an other? So, and essentially, Kate's not an other. An other. So that would be okay, right? I don't know. I don't know, people. You gotta help me out. What do you think? According to Lostpedia, there are 2 unanswered questions to this episode. Why did Richard Malkin insist that Claire must raise the baby herself? And did he know that the plane was going to crash? I think that he did. It just seems too... The way this episode plays out, it just seems too convenient for him to not know that the plane was going to crash. Anyway, I think that's all for this episode. I'm back again tomorrow for All the Best Cowboys Have Daddy Issues. Another great Season 1 episode in my book. Until then.
We're gonna need to watch that again.